An organisation which well, not only speaks life, but brings life and hope to people who are doing it pretty tough. People with a disability in the developing world who don't have the same access to medical support and resources. The organisation is CBM, and it's a bit of a special day for CBM today. CEO of CBM NZ, Murray Sheard, joins us on the programme. Murray, kia ora, good morning.
Kia ora, Andrew. Good to be here.
Firstly, for those who, I don't know, been under a rock somewhere, what is CBM? What is the essence of what you do, Murray?
Sure. So CBM's Christian Blind Mission, we're an international development agency, but we have a specific focus on people with disabilities. So that's our very very clear mission, very much in line with the way that Jesus approached people with disabilities. It was really stood out very, very clearly that it was very dear to his heart, and it's very dear to ours as well. So that's our mission.
And hey, go and do likewise, said Jesus. Now, today, a special day for you guys. What's happening?
So today is our inaugural Giving Day. I'm very excited about this. We have the whole team talking to our current donors and also promoting to new people who might like to make a massive difference to the lives of people in Papua New Guinea. We have in particular a focus on cataracts. So cataracts is something obviously people are familiar with here, but it's not often known that actually children can get them.
Okay.
It's picked up easily here, but in Papua New Guinea, many people in the remote highlands wouldn't even see a doctor.
Wow.
So they could go through their entire life with a cataract, and it's completely avoidable. And that's the mission of CBM. That's what we do, is we go from village to village and then support hospitals, but then also set up inclusive education centres and schools so that children can then learn if they do have disabilities as well.
Now, the difference that you can make in the lives of people, it's a relatively small amount of money from a New Zealand point of view, but it does still involve money, and I imagine that's what Giving Day is all about, to get the money you need to do the work God's called you to.
Yes, absolutely. So, today we're giving people the opportunity to support that work, make a difference to individual lives in Papua New Guinea. But excitingly, for every dollar that's raised from the New Zealand public, the impact is actually 5 times that, because we're in partnership with the New Zealand Aid Program, the New Zealand government,
Okay.
Who has been funding our project in Papua New Guinea. So our responsibility is to raise $1.05, and then they will match it.
That is fantastic.
Which is very exciting. So
Yeah.
that every dollar someone would like to give today is going to have 5 times the impact.
It's going to take a while for people to get their head around this. I mean, yeah, it is amazing that you can do these life-changing operations and preventative measures and put it into place. But actually, for the New Zealand government to be that generous, if I put down $1, they'll put down $5, or it's $4 to make 5, isn't it? Yeah, but anyway, that the government is being so generous on this is certainly something to make the most of, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's a good thing to celebrate. So yeah, absolutely. A cataract operation, which CBM's kind of contribution to the hospital that does it, is $35. So if anytime anyone gives that, we basically get 5 operations because of that input from the government.
That is absolutely fantastic. Now, talk to us about the situation for people, because I think it is challenging, Murray, for us to get our head around what it is like for people in PNG. Yes, things are perhaps suboptimal here in New Zealand, but pales into insignificance compared to what people are facing in PNG. Paint us a picture, Murray.
Yeah, so it has the lowest income per capita of any Pacific island nation.
Wow.
And of course, it's also very remote. So you imagine if State Highway 1 kind of coming out from Auckland ran down and sort of ended up as a dirt track just before Hamilton. That's effectively what happens. some people might think that's a good thing. Other people might be feeling slightly insulted right now. But basically, from Port Moresby, the capital, it runs out, and so it's actually extraordinarily remote. So the Highlands, which is where most people live, the medical facilities are not as developed, and we have been helping with some of the Highlands hospitals to make sure that people can get the treatment they need. But basically, there's a lot of people in villages who, as I said before, would never have seen a doctor. And so our screening happens walking village to village to make sure that we find these people. Then transport is sometimes an issue for them as well. So we have outreach clinics which go to them, where ophthalmologists and optic nurses can basically meet them where they are and do the operations right there.
That is amazing. And I know, hey, some people here in New Zealand are challenged by long waiting lists. But in this part of the world, there's no waiting list, there's no doctors, there's no clinics. But you guys are doing something about that, and the good people listening to this can be a part of that as well. Today, getting their gift increased fivefold, which is
absolutely.
I'm still processing that, Murray. A fivefold gift. So if you help one person. If you pay the money that could help one person, then 5 people get helped in that regard. Murray, I know that you've been to PNG. You've seen the before and after pics, literally, of this. You've seen people that have needed help. You've seen people whose sight has been restored. Can you introduce us to an individual who has had that sight-saving surgery?
Yeah, so today we're highlighting a little girl called Monica. So she's, like many, could easily have been missed, but CBM's teams picked her up, and she had what they call bilateral cataract, so on both eyes. Okay. So she had one done and then the other, and of course the transformation of not being able to see your parents to suddenly being able to see them. Is insane, because it might, I think for her, she lost her sight by about 3 or something. Wow. So that's amazing. And then after that, now she's able to go to school. And there are some people with disabilities, of course, who it may not be a cataract, it might be something else that is a permanent disability. And sometimes they get to school and they just don't learn very well, and people think, well, they have a learning disability, but actually it was sight. So again, we can help there. And make sure that those people can continue in schooling by providing the teachers with Braille, for example, and training, so that they don't miss out. And of course, it makes an incredible difference to their lives, but also to the economy in terms of the contribution that they can make as well.
Hey, a wonderful opportunity to help people like Monica, a little girl like Monica, who has been helped by CBM. But hey, together we can do more, as the saying goes, Murray. And today is the day to do that, because gifts and donations to CBM get increased fivefold. Now, you mentioned cataract surgery is $35, but there's different amounts, there's different ways in which people can connect. If $35 is too much, a pair of glasses for $20, there's a range of different ways people can get on board for this.
Absolutely, yeah. $20, some glasses. I mean, if you've been sitting on a bit of money, you want to give it away, and it's a more sizable amount, then cataract surgical instruments for eye surgery for a whole week, $1,000 does that. But absolutely, $20, $35, as I said before, for a cataract operation, which will be 5 cataract operations. So every bit counts, and we're just very, very grateful for whoever can step up today.
Yeah, and hey, you mentioned the $1,000 gift. That becomes a $5,000 gift thanks to the New Zealand government. There's no cap on this. I understand that hey, whatever people are able to give, that gets multiplied 5 times. Wonderful thing to be involved with, and I certainly commend the ministry of CBM to people listening at the moment. We just need to end with a how, Murray. How can people get involved? What step should people take today to make a difference in people's lives in PNG?
Sure, well, a couple of good ways. So jump on the web and go to cbmgivingday.org.nz. But also we have a bunch of people, our very friendly staff, can take calls. So 0800 772264, 0800 772264 as well. And our callers can help you. They can explain what's going on as well.
Hey, a fantastic team at CBM. Murray, thank you for what you and the team are doing. All the best for Giving Day, and I know it's going to make such a huge difference in people's lives. That phone number one more time before we go.
Sure, 0800 772264 is our number.
Hey, thanks very much for joining us in the Rhema studio. Thanks very much for watching the interview. It's kind of nice to have an audience, actually. And if you did like what you watched, then do give us a like, do give us the thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more interviews like that one, or perhaps even better, subscribe and those interviews will come straight to you. Don't forget to turn on your notifications, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.